everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this update video. I trust and hope that you're doing really amazing. Now we're going to be taking a look at what is going on across the North Atlantic basin, well more so for the Caribbean. And there is a cold front which extends into the region. And behind that front is a massive cooler air which has already started to set in. Now this is going to be a typical occurrence that we continually see as we head throughout the rest of January. So this is a look at our surface chart. We can see that symbol with the blue triangles representing that cold front, that frontal boundary. And then behind that boundary, we've got the cooler air. Now ahead of the boundary, there's not a whole lot of precipitation, but there is definitely a bit of activity noted in parts of the Caribbean. There's nothing crazy, though we're not seeing a major weather system at this time in the region. But that cooler air is setting in. The winds are kicking up as well. And we're going to be looking at the rainfall forecast. So as we're going to be heading throughout much of today and even into early tomorrow morning, this is a look at our rainfall forecast. Now, it may be a bit active in parts of Central America, especially Belize, the Keys, the Bay Islands, northern Honduras, sections of central Guatemala as well. Again, that frontal boundary is in the area, so it may help to influence some rainfall for some of these territories. And then as we head towards the vicinity of the islands of San Andres, Providencia, the southeasternmost part of Nicaragua, going to sections of Costa Rica, Panama, there could be some heavy rain actually within this area. And then sections of Colombia may also be active, not as active for Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana, and parts of Venezuela, neither for the ABC Islands and southern part of the Windward Islands, including Trinidad, Tobago, and Grenada. So overall, as I said, there's not a major system moving by, so mostly just those passing showers. And things will be on the much drier side for parts of the Leeward Islands as well, such as Anguilla, St. Martin, St. Bartholomew, Antigua, Barbuda, Saba, St. Eustatius, St. Kitts and Nevis, Montserrat, so it may be on the drier side for those islands. A couple of passing showers possible for parts of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, even Hispaniola today. Eastern Cuba, as well as eastern sections of Jamaica. Much not expected for the Cayman Islands and even going up to the vicinity of the Bahamas, especially for the northern islands and even sections of the Florida Peninsula. And in terms of that cooler air, this is a look at the temperature anomaly map from the GFS model. And when we see those blue shadings, even going to those purples, that is indicating below normal temperatures. So temperatures are very frigid right now in parts of the United States, and some of that cooler air has made it into parts of the North Caribbean, as I had mentioned earlier. So sections of Cuba, the Bahamas, Bermuda, the Turks and Caicos Islands, even for the Cayman Islands and Jamaica and Haiti as well. There's likely the cooler air setting in, especially in those more elevated areas. And this is something that we typically notice more in the night. But as we're going to be heading through the week, this cooler air should loiter for the Northern Caribbean. This is as we head to Friday. We still see these blue shadings around indicating those below average temperatures. And then as for the Euro model, Euro's also agreeing with that cool down currently taking place just behind that frontal boundary, the cooler air mass. But then as we're going to be heading to the latter part of next week, the model is expecting that we could see a significant cool down that could affect more places in the Caribbean and move further south. So I'll have to watch for that and I'll keep you guys posted on it. Now, in terms of the winds, because winds have been kicking up, especially in parts of the West Caribbean. So winds up to around 20-25 knots, potentially higher gusts for areas such as the Cayman Islands and even going towards Central America, such as the Keys, the Bay Islands of Honduras, San Andres, Providencia. So it has been windy. So where we see more of those purple shadings and those blues indicate some of those stronger winds, things are a little bit on the more tranquil side for the eastern islands and even sections of the Bahamas, or at least it should gradually get to that stage as we head throughout today. And as we know, the Caribbean is in the tropics pretty much warm all year round. And in terms of the sea surface temperatures, so we haven't looked at this map in a pretty long time. I mean, since the hurricane season has ended especially, but the new season for 2025 kickstarts officially on the 1st of June, although development will be possible before that time. Preseason development is a thing, and sometimes it happens. Now, in terms of these sea surface temperatures, we can see here that they have pretty much decreased, especially in the Gulf of Mexico and off the East Coast. Now, these frontal systems have been helping out with that. They help to decrease surface temperatures because, again, we've got all this cooler air continually moving down with these frontal systems. So we got to cool off in those water temperatures. Of course, the Caribbean is going to remain warm because it's, as I said, the tropics are warm all year round. But as we're going to gradually head towards spring and then summer, we're going to see temperatures pretty much starting to rise once more, and they could even be above average. Now, the hurricane season is something that we'll be talking about a lot more later on as time goes by, but for right now, it's just these frontal systems. There's nothing else of major concern, and that is essentially what I wanted to bring to your attention in today's update video. And I really do hope that you found it to be quite informative. However, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.